Let's start with a story. Once upon a time there was a queen, and she had it all. The glory, the power, the worshippers eager to offer and grateful to receive. Her empire extended beyond imagination, and it was bathed with the respect and fear of her friends and enemies. Times were good, and abundance was hers to bestow upon her followers, her hive. For her hive's sheer size and fearsome appearance assured her kingdom lasted millennia through time, space, divisions, and unions. She is Gafgufa, Kraken Queen, a strong, rich, and powerful queen whose true power is the power of all women, of rebirth and creation, and it makes men, kingdoms, and races kneel and give gifts, but it makes others angry. When this happened hundreds of years ago, folk stories were told of sunken ships and colossal monsters, for our queen is a fearless and unstoppable one. Our Kraken Queen awakens every millennia and roams the land and dreams of the bravest, turning them into running kids screaming for their lives. Time changes and passes by, but this queen never did, and kept her world safe and rich but hidden away from sunlight, away from human touch, for whatever human reaches, it dies and it crumbles. For her world is where all life starts, and with the beginning of a new cycle she awakens. The Kraken Queen, Half-Gufa, whose command is the will of the sea, the unbound, the powerful, beautiful, cruel sea, creating new islands and guarding ancient treasures. Her skin glistens with an immortal touch, and her army once more roams the deep ocean. Okay, so let's start our makeup with a glue stick over our eyebrows. We brush them in place, we brush them upwards, and then we're gonna set them in place with a translucent powder and a sponge. Be sure to press them properly so they stay in place all day. Now, with the HD Studio Photogenic Primer Base and a deep-coated jumbo pencil in milk, I'm gonna start coating my face. I'm blending that with my fingers, and this is the deep-coated jumbo pencil. I'm gonna apply that to my eyelids as well, and down my neck onto the tentacles. Now, just to see the type of contrast I'm gonna build, I'm applying a bit of black coming from the eyes, and since I do like it, I'm gonna continue to set my face with a white powder to set everything in place before I decide what to do next. Okay, next I'm creating some texture in the face, and this is a light blue and silver paint on a normal sponge, which I picked away little pieces, creating texture, and then I just bounce that into my face. Now, with the NYX eyebrow pencil in charcoal, I'm just outlining where I want my tentacles. Not only the place, but also the thickness and the movement. My daughter comes to say hi. Okay, since I did like the eyes, I'm gonna build that ink spill. So yeah, I'm building up the color and I'm building the placement as well. Now with the fan brush, painting fan brush, I'm using that black gel liner diluted with some mixing medium, and I'm just making like an ink spill. Now, just so you can see, I did almost finish, thought about it and didn't like it. That's it. So I took it off and let's start all over again. So as you can see, I did add a bit of purple and red to my cheeks, as well as purple to my eyes and down my nose, just to create some contour. And now with that NYX jumbo pencil that I depotted earlier, I'm gonna paint again where I want my tentacles after I outline them again with that eyebrow pencil that I showed you earlier. Now we set that in place again with a white powder and we start coloring the edges. I chose here some purples, so that's what I'm using. This one is a matte purple. So I start with the edges, and if there is any place, if there is an area that you went over and it wasn't supposed to be like that, the good thing is that you can always correct it. Now with a thinner brush, I'm gonna start adding darker colors like black, violet, etc., just to deepening that contrast and to make it look real. Now remember that tentacles are always in movement, so try to create that movement where with how you place your light and shades. Now do have in mind that the tentacles that are in the background are darker in color, and the ones that are lighter, they should be in the foreground. So yeah, we just keep building up those colors and stepping back and taking a look at what we're doing to be sure that we like what we're doing. If there is an area that you consider is too dark, just add a bit of white and lighten it up. Keep building those shadows and creating movement in your shades. Now with a prismatic eyeshadow, a palette, and a mixing medium, this is the matte finish by NYX, I'm gonna create a little bit of paste, and I'm adding also a cream highlight, a silver cream highlight, and with an FX sponge I'm creating some texture onto my tentacles, my face, and wherever I see it fit. Now remember, this is the Kraken Queen, and octopus have amazing skills on blending and camouflaging, but also their skin is glistening. So this is what we're doing. We keep building up those dark colors and blending. Now onto the suction cups. We're gonna outline again the placement with that eyebrow pencil, and then later on we're gonna grab a waterproof liner and we are going to highlight the edges. Now with that same white paint that I told you about earlier, we're gonna just create a bit more texture in a form of freckles and dots here and there wherever you see it fit. And now we are onto the suction cups. This could be faster if you have the NYX eyeliner in white. It would be extremely fast. Next, we're just adding some pearls under our eyes, as well as our forehead and all those suction cups. this is a queen we're talking about, so we better dress her properly. So yeah, this is how it looks. With the pearls on the suction cups, and it gives I feel a nicer feel to the whole makeup. I'm also applying that pearl onto the inner corner of my eyes and 3 on my forehead. And now with an eyeliner, I'm gonna just outline wherever I need to, just creating more depth and more contrast, and I'm just making those colors pop a bit more. As well, I'm creating some texture with some dots here and there, and then adding more white onto that effect sponge. We're just creating more texture where we need it more. And some purple eyeshadow onto the lips, and a little bit of black to the inner rim of the lips. And do not forget your eyelashes. And get dressed, go to the beach, and have some fun. Be the Kraken queen. I see fire in your eyes. You always bring that special feeling.